everyone, welcome to this week's Explore and Awesome After School Clubs. It's great to see you. This week we've got some fun, some games, a great story from the Bible, but we're going to start with a song.
Yeah.
Bigger than the biggest story, greater than the greatest show. Jesus came to seek and save those who are lost. That's all of us, that you know. Dying on the cross and rising, suffering to save our souls. Jesus came to seek and save those who are lost. That's you, that's me. People came to Jesus, listen, hanging on the words he said. What a teacher, feeding on the food of Jesus' word. Soon they heard the armies rumbling. Only one had brought his lunch. His food became a feast in Jesus' hands. That's a miracle, that you know. Bigger than the biggest story, greater than the greatest show. Jesus came to seek and save those who are lost. That's all of us, that's you know. Dying on the cross and rising, suffering to save our souls. Jesus came to seek and save those who are lost. That's me, that's me. Jesus met a short man wandering, climbing up a tree to see name of Zacchaeus. He could find forgiveness for his sin. He lived a life of lies and stealing. Now he won a fresh new start. Jesus came to seek and save the lost. What a Savior Jesus is! Bigger than the biggest story, greater than the greatest show. Jesus came to seek and save those who are lost. That's all of us, that you know. Dying on the cross and rising, suffering to save our souls. Jesus came to seek and save those who are lost. That's you, that's me. Woo!
Wow.
We're going to have our first game now, which is all about listening well. So we're going to go over to a strange character in the countryside.
Hello, I've come out here into the countryside for our first game today. In our story today, we'll be hearing all about someone who listened very carefully. Now, I'm trying to talk quietly because there are lots of animals around here. Wild animals. In a moment, we're going to hear some animal noises, and you have to guess what was the animal that you heard. Oh, are you ready? Here comes the first one. Number one. Listen to this. What was that? What do you think? Should we hear it again? Here it is. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. What did you think it was? Did you guess it? That's right. It was a bird. A bird. Okay. Here's number two. Shall we listen? Oh, very strange. Let's hear it again. Okay, now, talk amongst yourselves. What did you think it was? Did you get it? I bet you didn't get this one. That was a bat. A bat. Okay. Here's number three. Are you ready? Listen to it. What do you think? Shall we hear it again? What did you think it was? Did you get it? Yes, that's right. It was a fox. A fox. Okay. Now then, here's number four. Are you ready? Listen. Oh, I think we all know that one, don't we? Yeah. Did you get it? What is it? It's a dog. That's right, a dog. Now, here is the last one. I'm going to talk very quietly now because this one is very, very, very dangerous. Okay, number five. Listen. That's a strange strange sound, isn't it? Shall we hear it again? Now, what do you think that was? It was an alligator. Oh, it's coming! Hang on!
Well, that was certainly a strange character we met in the countryside. Time for another song before our next game.
I forgot.
Here we go.
For God so loved the world, He gave His only Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not die but have eternal life. And it's for the love that He has for me. I am the reason He died on the tree. I first for forgiveness and now I am free. He is to enjoy being in His company. For God so loved the world, He gave His only Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not die but have eternal life. And it's for the love that He has for me. I am the reason He died on the tree. If it's for forgiveness and now I am free. He is to enjoy being in His company.
Okay, what's next?
Right, I've come into the woods for the second part of our game, right? I'm going to say a phrase, okay? And you have to listen to it and remember it and then repeat it, all right? Here's the first phrase. Are you ready? The great grey albatross sails over the swimming pool. Did you remember it and repeat it? Here's number 2. The giant grey panda stomps around the forest. Did you remember it? Could you repeat it? Ha! Here's number 3. The big black crow sits on top of the church. Did you remember it? Right, here's the next one. The great grey shaggy dog wrestles with his brother. Did you remember my silly phrases?
Well, so far, boys and girls, in our strange games, we have learned about listening carefully and speaking clearly the things that we've heard and remembered. And you're going to see why as we have today's Bible story. It's about a character in the Bible called Samuel. So, let's begin.
There once was a woman called Hannah. She was very sad because she didn't have any children, and she really wanted to have a child. So she prayed to God, and He heard and answered her prayer and gave her a son. The son was called Samuel. Because she was so grateful to God, she sent Samuel off to serve God in the temple when he was just a young boy. One night, when Samuel was sleeping, he heard a strange voice calling his name. Whatever could it be? Must have eaten some funny cheese, he thought. He just went back to sleep. But then he heard it again. There was the voice calling his name. And when the sound came again and again and again, Samuel thought it must be his master, Eli. But Eli said, No, it wasn't me. Samuel, it must have been God calling your name. Well, to cut a long story short, it was. And God had a special job for Samuel. God said Samuel's job was to listen to him and then to speak his message to others. You see,
Things had gone wrong amongst God's people. People didn't listen to God anymore, not even the leaders. And so God used Samuel to speak for him in all kinds of exciting times. God used Samuel to speak for him when the people asked for a king. The first king was Saul, but he wasn't a very good king at all. God used Samuel to speak for him when God chose the next king, King David. And we know, don't we, that King David was an ancestor of Jesus himself. Samuel wasn't perfect, but he did try to listen to God and speak God's message to others, even when other people didn't really want to hear it. He listened to God and spoke for God, even when that got him into trouble. And because of that, Samuel reminds us of Jesus. Jesus obeyed God, even when it got him into trouble, even when it meant he had to go to the cross to die for our sins. So we can thank God for Jesus, who brings us forgiveness. And we can also thank God for the Bible. Unlike Samuel, we don't have to hear strange voices in the night to hear God. We can hear him speaking every time we open up his book.
I hope you enjoyed our Bible story today and that you'll remember that Samuel and Jesus listened to God and did what he said. And because of that, Jesus has come to rescue us. We've got time for one last quick song, so I'll say bye-bye and enjoy singing, and we'll see you again.
Here we go. Jesus is the King, ruler over everything. Jesus is the one, promised one, the Son of God. Jesus is the Lord, he's the one you can't ignore. Jesus, Jesus, he is the King. He is the King. He commanded the fishermen, hey, come follow me. And they did, and they did, and they did, because Jesus is the King, ruler over everything. Jesus is the one, promised one, the Son of God. Jesus is the Lord, he's the one you can't ignore. Jesus, Jesus, he is the King. He is the King. He promised. He promised that 3 days after death he'd rise again. And he did. And he did. And he did. Because Jesus is the King, ruler over everything. Jesus is the one, promised one, the Son of God. Jesus is the Lord, he's the one you can't ignore. Jesus, Jesus, he is the King.